Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to start a new session. It's about that JavaScript loops. So in JavaScript, they have the multiple loops options like as a for loop, while loop, do while loop, for in loop, and also for off loop. So step by step, I will show everything with the live example. Now let's start it with the for loop. So first of all, I want to clean everything. Okay, I simply clean everything from our index.js. And I name it as that will be for the loops. Okay, that will be for the loops. So why you should use that loop? Like if you want to print the same value multiple times, then we can do that work by using that loops. Better I show you with some of the live example, then that will be very clear to you. Like I want to run that console log, and into the console log area I want to pass one of the value as a hi Ariyan. Okay, I simply write down as a hi Ariyan. And now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display as a hi Ariyan. So now if you want to add that multiple one, if you want to add that 4 times, then what exactly you have to do? Then we have to print it for the 4th time as a 2, 3, 4, right? And now if you click as a save all, then that will be display as a 4th time. Now I want to do this work with using that loops. How much easily we can do that work, I show you. For doing this, first of all, we have to add that as a for loop. So that is a for. Okay, and into the for loop area, first of all, I want to take one of the initialize variable. I like as a let, I name it as an index. Okay, I name it as an index. That is initialize one of the variable, like from where that will be started. So into this here, I want to initialize with the 1 value. Okay, so that will be started from the 1. And after that, I want to do how many times that means this loop will be load. I want to make it as a for the 4th time. So in our index, so into this index area here, that will be less than or equal the 4th time. So for the reasons here, I use it as a 4. Okay friend, I hope it's very clear. And then how many times it will be increment? So here I want to increment it. Okay, and you can also increment it, you can also decrement it. So if you want to increment our value, so that will be our initialized variable. With this variable, I want to increment it with our increment operator as a plus, so that will be automatically incremented. Okay, so that means this index will be incremented. Perfect. Now that's all we have to do. Now that is our index. First of all, I initialize one of the index variables. So there is the index variable that will be started from to the 1, and index that will be less than or equal 4. That means the 4th time that will be print, and it will be incremented 1 1. So for the reasons here, I am actually using our incremented operator as a plus. I have already discussed about that things with you. Now here in our curly bracket, I want to load our this part. Whatever the statement you want to display, you have to display it in here. So that is very much basic things. Just simply understand how that for loop actually work. So right now I'm simply pass it in here. Now for the first time that will be as a 1, then for the 4th time that will be printed, and automatically that will be incremented 1, and then it will be recycling again. There's a 2, and then 3, and then that will be the 4. Okay, now let's check this out. I want to remove it right now. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, you can see now it's perfectly display as a 4 times that is actually printed in here. So if you want to display that things into the line area, then you have to do our this variable, that is our initialized variable. Here we have to pass it in here. I simply pass it. Now that should be displayed in line. Click as a save all. If you go click as a refresh, now you can see there is a hi Ariyan 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I hope friend it is very much clear to you. You can see here I initialize with the 1, and that is our maximum will be as a 4. For the reasons it is now display as a 4. If you want to make it as a 5, then that will be print as a 5 times. Now go there, click as a refresh, you can see automatically incremented 1. Okay, and also if you want to do the same things for the decrement, then what exactly you have to do? I simply copy it and then paste it. So then our first initialize will be started from our which one? First initialize will be as a 5, right? So I simply added that as a 5, and index will be what? Index will be as a greater than right now, greater than or equal, right? Greater than or equal as a 1. And that will be not that incremented, that will be as a decremented operator as a minus, right? And then that will be display as a hi Ariyan, and index will be same. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all. Now that should be displayed as a hi Ariyan 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. If you now go click as a refresh, Yes, you can see it's now successfully displayed as a hi Ariyan 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, friend. I hope you get some of the idea about that for loop, how that for loop actually work, and why we should use that for loop in project. We'll use it a lot of the time. That will be very much helpful. In our next video, I'm going to discuss about another loops in JavaScript, that is a while loop. How can working with the while loop, I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.